Hi, my name is Laura Lee Waldorf from lauraleewaldorf.com, and I'm here to introduce to you natural healing and myotherapy. The combination is really a good combination because the natural healing part is a blanket statement, but my specific area of expertise is the inside of the organs, cleansing and nourishing them, and doing it in a proactive self-care kind of way where you can do it yourself. You just need to learn. And I can give you the knowledge and the mentorship for as long as you need that, whatever that means to you individually. And the same thing with the myotherapy. Myo means muscle and therapy means to heal. And what I do is work with trigger points and passive stretches, and the combination of those two give you a proactive self-care approach, again, to your muscles, which cause over 85% of your pain. So I believe that we are connected with the nervous system is our electrical system. This is an acupuncture like point thing, and you can see, or maybe you can't see, but anyway, we are electrical magnetic beings in nature. And here are some of the self-care things that you can do that I'm going to be going over in future blogs. Sleep, inversion, and skin brushing. These are the three things I can just talk about right now, but the list is quite extensive. I'll just talk about sleep right now. I sort of think that like sleep apnea is from your diaphragm pushing up onto your gut, basically your colon pushing up on your diaphragm. So that's why you can't really catch your breath. And when your vitals slow down while you're sleeping, there's not a lot of room for space to move because it moves so slow. So sleep, I believe, is very, very important to your electrical system because I believe that the body is here to carry our electrical system, which is our brain and our nervous system that goes all the way through our body. And so we eat food and drink water and breathe air to take care of the body, but it's just housing the real stuff. And I believe sleep is where you plug in to your creator, whatever you're plugging into, to be juiced, as far as like when we plug in something to recharge a battery. So sleep is really important, so don't think that sleep isn't, is my point. When I teach people, if they're having trouble sleeping, we really need to get a handle on that. Inversion, there's an inversion table, and I'll show you and I'll demonstrate. And there's other ideas about sleep, by the way, but that's one of them. An inversion table, I'll get more in detail about these as we go. The inversion table is a table where you invert yourself all the way down where your head is hanging. But you first start and you ease into it, and then you ease into it, and then you do it longer. And it's about being able to get the blood to your head and the joints sort of loosened up and your spine sort of pulled out. And that creates another way to be proactive in your own health care. Skin brushing is another thing. You can do skin brushing daily. That's a good way to do it because we are exposed to a lot of toxins in this environment. So skin brushing, I'm going to show you the details of that, but basically you're taking a brush and you're brushing the skin toward the heart, wet or dry, whichever. Dry, people say, is better, but whatever's more convenient for you to take a shower. So put it into your daily routine, and it makes an incredible difference for your system because your skin is the largest elimination organ, and it's also absorbing organ too. So you want that to be breathing in and out, and skin brushing really gives it that break to do that. So the other things we're going to be going through is there's an eye wash you can do for external application for your eyes to keep them rolling and going. A trampoline to be able to take your cells and have them hit, I don't know how to do that, like up and down. So instead of like jogging or something, you're just hitting one, but this hits the whole cell when you go on like those little mini trampolines. I'll go into more detail later for that. Foot spa for your to detox yourself, to pull heavy metals out of your system and to open up your elimination channels, let them flush a little bit. Body wrap is a mineral wrap that you wrap in, you lay in for 1 hour. It puts the minerals in and pulls the toxins out. Juicing is a way to be able to basically do a blood transfusion for your system, and there's different things that you can do with juicing, or you can do body balance, which is an easy way to do juicing and gets all your minerals in, and it's from the ocean, where regular juicing is from organic farming and stuff, which is hard to find because really between the water and the air and the lack of minerals put into organic, it's hard to really get all the minerals that we need. But our body blood matches the same minerals in the ocean, match the minerals in our human bloodstream. So I find that very fascinating, interesting, but there's a lot of really awesome, interesting, fascinating things about the human body. So we want to appreciate and treat it like a temple, not a woodshed. I've heard that said. H2O hydrotherapy is really wonderful. If we had as natural healers, from my perspective, we only had one tool to use. Water would be it, by flushing it, using internally, externally. Lobelia is a herb that puts that if you're hyper, you need to calm down. And cayenne is a herb that brings you up. So that's the emergency kit that you want to carry around, is lobelia and cayenne, because either people are going up or they're going down. So you have to settle them down or bring them to. So those two are your emergency herbs. A meditation bench, it's a really cool little bench that's really set up, really neat. There's energy medicine. There's different things and techniques that you can do that take maybe 15-20 minutes of your time first thing in the morning. Gardening is an awesome thing that you can be doing. Walks are really cool. I'll take you on a few walks. And then swimming, of course, is a wonderful way, which is another hydrotherapy. And then we live around hot springs here on the central coast of California, so there's a bunch of that. And then your self-talk, your affirmations. If you worry at all, that's just lacking a lot of faith, number one. And number two is doing negative affirmations, which means you're affirming things that you don't want, so you're going to pull it in. And that's not a good idea. So it's not a good idea to worry. So that's just an example of self-talk. So you can see we have a whole spectrum, and we can add some too as we go along. I'm sure I'll think of more, but this just came out of my head on some of the daily techniques that you can do. You can pick and choose from the pile. You can do them all. You can whatever you need to do depending on your health level. There's 3 different health levels that we work with. And the first health level is someone who's well and wants to stay that way. And then the second level is where they keep getting colds and flus, and they need caffeine to stay awake, and they need pills to go to sleep, and they know something's not right, and their diet and their lifestyle is not going in the right direction, or their health isn't anyway. So they want to reel that in. And then the number 3 would be, your doctor said, go home and get your affairs in order. Go home to die, basically, which is pretty crazy that anyone would say that someone's going to die. That's really not up to anybody else, really, I don't think. So that's a pretty powerful thing to plant in someone's brain, and I don't think that's a good idea, because it depends on if you want to live, that you have a really high probability that you will. So anyway, this is for loving life and living life. So when you do love life, life loves you back. It's looking to love you back. But you need to step into it and love yourself first, because I believe the biggest disease in this country is unworthiness. I believe that for a long time. Anyway, LauraleeWaldorf.com. Check out some more information at naturalhealingsolutions.com, and that's Natural Healing Solutions spelled S-O-U-L, to put the soul in solutions, because there's dance and art and all sorts of different things when it comes to natural healing. And then there's Natural Healing Solutions Facebook also. So see you when we see ya. Have a good one. Look forward to the other videos with these more in detail. Okay, bye-bye for now.